the main functions of your chakras are several functions. One is that they're sort of like on-site storage to store your abilities, your capabilities. So like, for example, heart chakra, stores some of your ability to motivate yourself, your ability to take good care of yourself, to have a healthy balance between how much you're aware of what other people need and how much you're aware of what you need. But also there are two other really important functions of a chakra that I think people forget about. One of them is to keep energy moving, almost like a fan in a room is supposed to keep the energy, the air circulating. So like, for example, your heart chakra, it pulls, if it's flowing, it pulls in energy from your fourth layer of your aura, and then it pushes it back out. Pushes it back out to your fourth layer back here, and then that flow wraps all around your fourth layer, right under your feet, all around above you in your fourth layer to the front, and then it gets sucked in again and the whole circuit happens. So that's how layers 1 through 6 flow. Energy flows in the front, like say this is your third chakra for getting things done, flows in the front, flows out the back to your third layer back here, and then it wraps around the front and flows in again, right? So it even wraps around this way and flows in again, wraps around under your feet and flows in again. So it's all about the flow. And if you have energy blocks, those are like solid pieces of energy. You want all your energy ideally to be flowy, like a waterfall of different colors, and but energy blocks are solid chunks of energy. The basics on that, I have webinars on my website that walk you through melting away energy blocks, and different videos I have do that too. But the idea is you just melt it with gold light. So it's like a hard rock, let's say, that's like either a really high vibration like a white color or a really low vibration like a black color, and but it doesn't matter. The point is it's solid, it's stuck, right? And so then you just imagine gold light and essentially just melt it away. You turn like this big black rock into like black pebbles, black sand, and black water, and it just sort of falls out. Your grounding down to the center of the earth. Oh, that's a key thing I forgot to say. Your grounding connects you to the center of the earth. So like, right now I'm outside and I actually have bare feet because this is my backyard. So I'm not worried about the cleanliness of the grass. But a lot of people think about, a situation like this to be connected to the earth, but it's really best if you're always reminding yourself to be connected to the earth, because even if you're in a building or you're in an airplane, the earth is still down there, right? And so that if you create with your intention that connection that connects you, maybe it's as wide as your aura, right? So this is as wide as my aura, right? So my connection, I like making it as high as my third so I can get stuff done. And then it flows down like all around behind me, in front of me, right? So it flows down all the way down to the center of the earth. So if I go in the house, I want to keep it. I want to just keep it flowing. And some people, beginners, they get confused and they're like, Janet, I don't know how to like imagine that, and then I got to imagine my chakra spinning, and then I got to like email somebody. How do I imagine all that and email somebody at the same time? It's the idea is you imagine it to start the flow or improve the flow, but then you don't have to hold your consciousness on it forever after that. It's not like, okay, now you're juggling and you're thinking of this and this and this and this and emailing somebody at the same time. You just start the flow and it continues. And the only time you need to think about it again is, to double check maybe there was a clog, so you're releasing the clog, or if you feel like you get tired or spacey, something probably happened to your grounding, so you need to redo it with your intention and your imagination. So it's a periodic thing that you check in with and just evaluate how it is. It's like you check back with it, just like you don't have to consciously breathe all the time, in order for you to keep breathing. So I hope that makes sense. So let's see. Okay, So now, that was a lot. So all that is to just prepare you for, oh wait, there's one more function of a chakra which I need to say, which a lot of people forget. Chakras create energy. So like chakras, your major chakras along your spine, one at the base of your spine, all the way 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they create energy. So not only do they keep it moving, but they create it. So like if you get depleted, you could call your energy back, you know, and I have a video called Calling Your Energy Back and Giving Cleanly, which is a really nice technique. But you can also just make more. So like for example, your 7th chakra, the energy, like I said in the diagram, right, the flow, it comes in the bottom, out the top where? Out the top to your 7th layer, which is the outermost layer of your aura, right? So it goes out the top, out, and then it just like fountains down like this pretty purple. If you have your 7th at purple, then the energy it makes is purple, and it just goes all the way down, like falls down like this beautiful spherical waterfall, and all the way down even below your feet, right? Because your aura wraps down below your feet, right? So your 7th layer is this outermost layer. So that purple energy flows down to the very bottom of your 7th layer, and then your 7th chakra, that awesome little motor, pulls it all the way up again, and then it fountains out again and falls down again. So that's your 7th, which is different, like, right? Because I said your 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's in the front, out the back, wraps around, right? But 7th goes in the bottom, out the top, falls down like a fountain, and then gets drawn back up inside your body, out the top again, and then flows down again. So, but like I said, if you wake up your chakras enough, you can make sure that your aura is fully inflated all the time. And you can kind of imagine like, okay, like my 7th layer right now, it's like this thick. And then my 6th layer is this thick. My 5th layer is this thick. 4th is this thick. Third is a little thinner for me right now. Why is that? Well, there must be an energy block. So sure enough, there's an energy block right about here and right about there in the back. So I'm just gonna use gold light and be real patient. There. So now my 3rd layer is wide again. And then my 2nd layer, and then my 1st layer. So that's me. I mean, you don't have to have each layer exactly the same. Sometimes actually like my 1st layer to be even wider with even more energy, depending on what I have to do in the day. 1st chakra at the base of your spine is for courage and safety and abundance. So if you're sort of pushing the envelope and you know you need to be really bold that day, it might be nice to have your 1st chakra even making even more energy. So you just kind of wake it up with gold light, you know, and just kind of talk to it and be like, hey, you can make more energy, and then it just kind of, you can just feel it kind of expanding more, your 1st layer.